Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Kairos and welcome back once again to Let's Play Empire Total War, where we are making a nuisance of ourselves as the Pirates of Nassau, the Flying Gang. And we're doing very well. The last few turns have been excellent. We took some good prizes. We have taken Martinique. Martinique has peacefully surrendered to us without a shot being fired, and they have agreed to how shall we roleplay this? They have agreed to maintain their nominal sovereignty to France in exchange for, shall we say, favourable deals with the Buccaneers of the Caribbean here under the Black Flag. So we now have control of Martinique for all intents and purposes, and I'm thinking we might have to continue our spree of raiding. This is going quite well for us. These cities seem to be fairly lightly defended. So we might actually send the Germania, the brig Germania, down to Curacao and see what's down there. Up in Santo Domingo, we have fairly light defenses. They do have cannon, however, demi-cannons, fixed artillery. And some of the citizens will, of course, defend it because it is a larger city. Now, Curaçao seems to be less defended. Yes, we have some colonial militia. Probably about 400 men here. And some colonial line infantry. And then whatever citizenry will actually pick up a musket and shoot at us. I think this it is not a walled city, which is good, so that should be easy. I think it's time to start thinking of recruits. So, let's think about this. We need a few more recruits. I want to be leaving in the next couple of turns. How about fixed artillery? We probably should have some cannon, to be honest. Let's have some cannon. Cavalry could also be useful. Dragoons. But I'm thinking cannon might be useful. We really need to think about having some long-distance firepower, particularly if we're going to be attacking cities and towns all up and down the Caribbean. So, that's good. Now, what else can we do? We've pretty much got all the recruiting and repairing done. Martinique is, of course, in our control, and I'm repairing the port here, which is wonderful. I'm thinking we might just do a little bit more naval recruiting. Let's grab the Ranger. The Ranger, it was Benjamin Hornigold's ship, and of course Hornigold was pretty much, more or less, the founder of the so-called Republic of Pirates, or the Commonwealth of Pirates, and I think he got going at about 1713, so this is all happening a little bit earlier than actually historically for the Flying Gang, but we'll take him just for historical accuracy. This was also, another Ranger was also the one of Charles Vane's ships, but we'll have that recruited and ready to go in a couple of turns, and I think that's it for now. These two brigs might get attacked this turn, because they are just sitting there looking pretty vulnerable at the moment. We may even use them next turn to blockade the ports around here just to be a nuisance. Okay, let's end turn and see if we get attacked. What do you know? Cranky Spaniards. Hello, lads. We have here, hopefully you can see my cursor now. I just checked and it looked like my cursor was missing, but it's come back now. Hopefully you can see it. So we have the brig Germania versus two brigs. The San Geronimo and the San Francisco de Paolo. Yeah, let's run away. Bye-bye. Sail for home indeed. They'll probably come after us, but hello, the British Navy. Looks like they didn't chase us down. Okay, so this is an interesting situation. We'll let this turn continue along now. They do go on for a while, I am sorry. But, oh no. They're coming after us again. So we're in big trouble here. Rather than watch us get our asses handed to us, I think I'll just auto-resolve this one. So no more Germania. What have we got here? An Indiaman. That's another brig. They're using mostly smaller ships at the moment, which is good news for us, but we have no chance whatsoever. There's no point in fighting that out, so we're just going to auto-resolve this battle.
The fleet is lost.
And that's the end of the Germania. I'm sorry. I suppose that was inevitable, but I needed some scouting done, so
Enemy fleet ahoy!
most unfortunate. This is disconcerting. That's quite a large fleet, and it's got a I think we might need to rally to take this out. This could be on its way to one of our settlements. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me, right? This looks like a more even fight. We might end up taking this one on. Yeah, this is a fairly even fight. Okay, so we're going to have our first battle, people. This is going to be that's the San Francisco de Paolo again, versus the Adventure. So we're going to have a brig-on-brig contest. The plan will be to try and dismast her if possible. And maybe we can add her to our fleet in order to recoup the loss that we just got earlier. Let's see if we can do that. Alright, let's fight this battle, shall we? Right, we're tacking into the wind, and the Adventure is about to open fire. First volley, bring her about, tack again into the wind. Hopefully we'll get the weather gauge of her in a moment. You'd better load chain. Bring her about, come on boys. This is going to be an interesting little duel. I'm looking forward to this one. Oh, she's waiting for a perfect opportunity to fire, it looks like. But we might be able to cross her T. Good. Oh! This could go on for a little while. This is going to be just us essentially circling each other. It's going to be difficult to do any fancy maneuvering with... Okay, we've got the weather gauge now. Let's spin her about this way. Maybe we can fire our stern chasers at her. Again, this battle could go either way. It's really just who gets the better broadsides. Come on. Take her around. Bring her about. Alright, fine. Use ball. You're out of range. Oh, looks like we took one of her masts out. And... Haha! Lucky shot. Fantastic. The main mast must have dropped on the captain. Antonio Perez has been killed in battle. I think now is our perfect opportunity. That was a lucky shot. We didn't even load chain there. We're going to try and take her out completely here. Stop. That's it. Bring her about. We're presenting our stern, which of course in reality is not a good idea. Although we do present a smaller target. I think this... Oh, we're about to receive a... No, this way please. Bring her about. Full sail. Ow. Let's load ball for now. Okay, let's just spin her around like that. See if you can turn her on a dime here. Because we've sort of... We're having a little bit of trouble maneuvering here in the wind. Yeah, she's firing 2 broadsides to our 1. We just got a lucky hit in and took out her main mast. See if we can take out the foremast as well. And then we can get in position. Here they come. Alright. Then we can get in position to rake her stern and take out some of her men, some of her crew. But we do need to get her immobile now. And of course, being an idiot, I have gone and given her the weather gauge. I should have come around the other side. We need to get the weather gauge off her. So we'll go this way, give her a broadside, and then come back round. Because we can't stay here like this. This is bad. We're getting pommeled. Oh, no. No. There goes our main mast. So we really do need to... We need to start firing back. We absolutely need to start firing back. I was expecting to keep this battle shorter, but... do a little bit more editing, but... To be honest, this has been quite a lot of fun, and this is pretty interesting for you guys, so I might just leave this go for the most part and do a little bit less editing than I otherwise would. She's still got the weather gauge of us, and now we've both lost our main mast. So let's just continue full sail. We're going to steer her manually. Just keep firing. Our best chance now is to try and do as much damage to her as she's doing to us. Nice. I think we can load chain now. Around that way. Try and get the weather gauge of her. This cat and mouse game could go on for a while. Ooh. Alright, come on. Use ball. Pair a volley. Come on. Straight ahead. Ready to fire? Fire! Ah, now that's what I'm talking about. She did not like that. If we can get it to flee, we might let her go. Oh, we've surrendered. We've surrendered. That's it. Men are abandoning ship. Looks like she's going down. It was a close run thing, though. Close run thing. Decisive defeat. Well, I think that was a lot closer than it looked. But that was quite exciting. R.I.P. adventure. She served us well, and she did go down fighting. So that was quite eventful. Well, I guess that could have been worse, but honestly not the best start to the campaign. We've lost 2 brigs already, and the Spanish definitely have control of the seas at the moment. But at least we know what's out there. So this is definitely something we want to be taking care of for sure. I'm deeply concerned about this. So that's the end of those 2 fleets destroyed. Oh yeah, that's going to keep telling us about Captain Kidd, who died this year. Was killed this year. So we have here what appears to be a fairly vulnerable fleet. We have 3 sloops, the Dryad, the Drake, and the Dorsetshire. We have a 6th rate, the Dragon, Brig Jersey, and a 5th rate called the Dreadnought, now under command of Jonas Ben. I think that's a fairly vulnerable target, so I think this turn we'll definitely be organizing ourselves to get ready for an attack. So let us do that now. We'll want... Royal Fortune has been repaired. Let's start organizing a fleet. We'll have the frigates and the Royal Fortune.
Orders received. Yes, my lord. Still shipshape.
We should probably... We'll leave the race built. The Miserere we'll probably need. We'll need a galleon. A good strong galleon.
Officer on deck.
And we also have the Black Mackerel, the sloop Fancy. We'll leave that alone.
Ready and
We'll leave these two to
fleet ready.
continue with
Make ready.
raiding. So we've got some income coming in. The Spanish will probably turn around and attack us, however. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just move this fleet a little bit out of the way. You know what? Let's put them away for now.
All away.
Put them away for now. So we've got some ships in reserve. That'll also help us out if we get attacked. I'm considering destroying this. I should have probably destroyed this trading port because it's not going to be doing a great deal for us. Seeing as we can't trade with any other nation. So we may actually demolish that at some point in the future and replace it with a military port. Because we are pirates after all. We really do need to be recruiting some men to guard this. I'm thinking that if we aren't able to sink this fleet, I'm thinking they're going to come here and attack San Jose de Oruña here. So, what do we want? We've got... Yeah, we need more musketeers. Definitely need more musketeers. Let's have some more African musketeer militia. And I'm thinking... Just going to check a few things here. Just check our infrastructure and so on. In a moment, I'll get back to you. And we will probably be ready to attack this British fleet here. Okay, I think we're ready to mount our attack. I am going to recruit a few more buccaneers just in case they decide to take Martinique. And The Spanish down here are of concern. These are mostly brigs and an Indiaman. Though they may distract the British. That could be nice. Our fleet is ready to go. What really concerns me, even though we'll have larger warships, their commander seems to be fairly, well, actually very experienced. So we may have trouble. We really should be focusing fire on this 5th rate. That's going to be the aim here. But I think that's pretty much all we can do about it at the moment. We could add the race built to the just for a little more firepower. You know what? Let's be safe. If they run away, that's no concern of mine. I just want to get them out of pirate waters, so now we have a stronger fleet. This is pretty much going to be the major battle so far of the series. This is going to be the big encounter. There's a lot at stake here. I don't know how big that army is. Can we actually see that? We can. My God. We have 12-pounders loaded on board. We have a general, Kevin McDowell. He'll have cavalry, of course. Colonial line infantry, rangers, more artillery. This is definitely an invasion force. So we need to take this out. Let's do it.
Prize money awaits.
Prepare the guns. This is a decisive battle for us. Alright, we have superiority, which is good news. Looks like they're going to fight back. We have to absolutely prioritize this 5th rate, the flagship. The dreadnought must go down. Let's do this, people. Wish me luck. Okay, we have deployed and we are ready for battle. I've set the frigates into a group, into a line formation. We're going to do that, and we're going to have galleons on the flanks in order to hopefully spread their fire out a little bit. Let's get the first group underway. They have the weather gauge of us by the looks of things, so we're going to have to be a little concerned about that, but let's get moving. The race built will be a little bit faster. We'll get her underway in a moment, and we'll send the Misery out to sort of soak up some of the damage. At least initially, we don't want... Where's our flagship? I'm not sure where our admiral is, actually. Here we are. Yeah, the Burgundy Fox is going to be our commander, is on board the Burgundy Fox. So, let's see what we can do here. We've got a little bit of approaching to do. They're quite a long way out, and it's a misty day. We're not going to worry about trying to take out their sails for this one. We're just going to be using ball. We're going to try and pommel them into submission with superior firepower. We have to take advantage of the fact that we have the larger ships with the heavier guns, which incidentally is actually not that inaccurate. The pirates often overloaded their ships with guns because every time they take a prize, they would pinch the guns from that prize. So you'd often have ships designed for, you know, maybe, let's say 10 guns, 20 guns. They would double them up and they'd have 40 guns on a ship, really not meant to carry that many that many guns. Looks like this galleon is just a little slow. So we'll see how we go. We may actually add her to the line in a little while. She can come in. Yeah, she might have to join in. She's not a warship. She's a treasure ship, but she does have guns, and that's what we need right now. We need firepower. Alright, I think we'll be engaging soon. I'm not going to bother cutting this here. We'll wait for the first shot. Let's cross their T. Get the weather, try and get the weather gauge of them. Get this race built to continue along that course. Fire as you bear, gentlemen. Please. We don't want to turn in too much because I do want to take out their foremost ship first. This is the priority here, the dreadnought. Come on. Load your guns. And the Burgundy Foxes open fire. Keep her moving. Where's that galleon? Alright, well, we're going to send the galleon straight through here. She's slow. That's our problem. She's not really a warship. Okay. I'm probably going to let this battle go through. Almost entirely so. They're coming about. Keep firing, boys. Keep firing. We're going to go straight down the line. Problem is that they have the weather gauge. This is really annoying. We just got to keep bearing on them. Yes, I should have put this ship on the other side. See if we can cut up their line here. Let's actually bring her about. She's out of range. Keep firing, boys. Keep firing. We want the dreadnought taken out. Beautiful stern rake. Excellent. She's using her bow chasers. Alright, let's bring her about into the wind and give her a volley before we lose our masts. She's going to be a kind of a sacrificial ship, to be honest, the Misery. I want them to take their fire off the main line. Good, 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 good. She's opening fire. And their line is breaking up. They're grouping together. See if we can get the weather gauge here. Come on, boys. Fire. We can stay here for now. Because we are bearing down on them pretty well, and they're having trouble bearing on us. So just need to watch this galleon doesn't get completely pommeled. That's it. Keep the fire up, gentlemen. Keep the fire up. The Misery is getting completely and utterly smashed. I should have kept her in the line. Come on, do as much damage as you can before you sink. Fire. We are not doing well. We are not doing well at all. This is not a good situation. At least we've taken the weather from them. I'm going to try and board, because I'm anticipating... Yeah, this is not working. Just try and board that one there. As for you, cut across their stern. They're going to try... Yes, we have the weather gauge of them now, so maybe the battle will turn for us. If we can hold this position. Poor old Misery has been completely and utterly shit-mixed. Keep up the fire. There's a bit of a lull in the action here, guys. I'll get back to you. Put a cut in here so the video doesn't last forever. And I'll get back to you if we can get some decent fire in. We've got to get this main line into position here. We're losing cohesion. Keep your cohesion. She is a very strong ship. There's no question about it. If we can keep them grouped up like that, and if we can keep our... Even with the wind against us, if we can just keep our cohesion here. Looks like our race build's about to go down. She's using chain in the hope of doing some damage. Good, 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 good. Keep firing. Oh, the wind's absolutely against us, but that's okay, because we can bear on them much more easily than they can on us. We've got to keep up this fire. Come on, bring her about. Give her a volley. Ow. Nice. Yeah, they're in big trouble. I think we have this one in the bag, people. Bring her into the wind, and let's continue keeping up the fire. Yeah. We're going to go down. Keep firing at that one. Actually, no, you take this brig out. If you can. Oh, so much happening. Use bolt. A little more into the wind, please. Like so. Yeah, as you can see, their cohesion is broken up almost entirely, and that looks like the dreadnought's going down. Fantastic. They're abandoning ship, and we have this one in the bag. Fantastic. I think this battle is about to end. The dragon is still stubbornly refusing to surrender, even though she's being absolutely pommeled. And we have the Drake as well, dismasted and trying to make her escape. She's firing back, but yeah, we have them. We have them completely encircled, and the race built over here, which I still have not renamed, and has somehow survived the last few episodes, has still routed briefly and is still, but has come back and is still actually fighting on. So we might get a couple more shots in here. Let's use ball. Yep, that's it. I'm sure a surrender is about to take place. They must know they're defeated by now. Yep, they're about to... Yep, they surrendered. She's probably going down. Yeah, she struck her colours, and she is sinking. I think. Most of the men seem to have abandoned ship, so I don't know if she's going down or not. It doesn't really matter to me if she does or she doesn't. We want this fleet sunk. Lay down your arms. There we go. I think this is... Oh, hello. She didn't surrender. My mistake. It looks like we've still got a little bit more work to do here with this very stubborn but very brave ship, the Dragon here. She's listing quite heavily, so I don't think she's going to last much longer. Yes, they are shredded. Indeed they are. Uh-oh. Surrendered. Looks like she's going down too. Yep, looks like our race built has finally come to an end, so I won't have to rename her after all. But yep, that's it. Decisive victory. Well, we took an absolute beating, but that is definitely a decisive victory. 6 English ships sunk to our 1. We actually managed to save the Misery. I guess we managed to cork up the damage and keep her afloat, which is excellent. We did lose our race build, however, and we've managed to... The Burgundy Fox is severely damaged, but she's still afloat. The Black Mackerel is in good nick. The Araña Negra is still floating, and of course, the Royal Fortune is still going. So we did a lot better than I expected we would there. And we have no captured ships, but we sank the whole fleet, and I'm pretty sure none of them got away, so we should have the whole force in the water as well. Going down, their invasion force has been nipped in the bud, and that is a disaster for the British. They, if they were going for our settlements, they're not going to be now. So that is excellent. I think that will do for now. That's going to be plenty of footage to edit and get put out for you. This one's probably going to take a little bit of work to finish, but I'm happy with that episode. That was definitely a very positive result for the pirate nation here. So I will see you all in the next episode. This has been Kairos, and thank you all very much for viewing.